Welcome to have lunch with me. Just wanted to chat. Having last night's dinner. I made stuffing, chicken, and broccoli, and it looks like my husband took most of the broccoli. Oh well, I'll have the mushy bread. Which is basically what stuffing is, right? Happy Tuesday. How was your Martin Luther King Jr. Day? Ours probably should have been more of a stay-at-home day, because if we had done like that structured stuff for a snow day, it just works out better if we also relax. Because I don't think the kids wanted to go out. And quite honestly, probably shouldn't be spending the money like that. I also wanted to talk about this trying to get pregnant thing. So when I did that like chat with you, I'm pretty sure I said that we were like just leaving the door open, right? Just like, I'll get off birth control, we'll just see what happens. He's making it so much more than it should be. Like, last night he was talking about like he feels the pressure to, achieve baby, and I was like, why? It's not like that. It's got less, like he wants to woohoo every other day, and I just don't know if we should be putting that much effort into this first month. Because I have a period app, and the app it tracks like my period, and then it calculates when the fertile window would be. And it's always been pretty accurate. But I literally just got off of birth control. My last period, which is the manufactured period from the birth control, it's not real. Therefore, I'm not sure if the period app would be accurate for ovulation day. I don't know, I just don't think it happened. Like, there's no point of putting in that much effort this first month. And I don't want him to feel any kind of pressure, because honestly, I feel like that's not going to work. That's going to be detrimental, because I remember when we were trying for Genevieve, and it took like a year before we became pregnant with Genevieve, and now I think part of that we did stop for a bit, because I was like, I don't want to be hugely pregnant if we go to Disney, because we were planning a trip to Disney also at that point. But we kind of like picked up a few months before then, just because I'm like, well, even if I do get pregnant, it's not going to be like, when you're trying for a baby, you meticulously track your period. And I was late, which I'm not usually late. Despite being my size, I have a very regular cycle. And I just like was thinking, well, I'll take the test, see what happens. I took them, they were negative. Okay, so before I got married, when I wasn't dating anybody, I was like in college, I'd skip my period because of like stress or something. And I went to the gynecologist because that was weird for me. And she was like, well, missing 2 to 3 periods isn't that serious. If you miss 4, that's kind of serious, because if you're not pregnant, we need to find out what happened. And I'm just like, I don't think I could go 3 months missing my period and not be totally anxious. But I had tested and it came up negative, but then we were up to the point of vacation, and I still hadn't gotten my period. We tested right before we left, and it was negative. So we came back, because I wanted to see, I wanted to drink. And I was like, oh, I can't drink if I'm pregnant, obviously. So it's negative. We go, I didn't drink a lot. I had like 1 drink. And we come back, and I'm like, I gotta make a gynecology appointment, because it's weird I missed 2 months and it says I'm not pregnant. That's weird to me. So I'm gonna make the gynecology appointment. And Tom was like, test 1 more time just to see. So we tested it, it came up positive. I was like, Jesus, Mother and Joseph, what the? So It took a while, and she was sneaky for us to get pregnant with Genevieve. With Sebastian, it took like months. Like literally. I thought, oh, it took a year for her, it's going to take a year for him. Nope, it was like 3 months into us trying. And we got him. So I don't know. I just don't. Obviously, when we just like are go like, yeah, let's just try, and then we just don't get worked up about it, it works out much better. But I feel like he's getting worked up about it, and that's not good for him. I'm just like, I'm having fun. I'm just having fun. I don't have to take my birth control anymore. I don't have to remember that. That's great. And if it happens, it happens. And if it doesn't, it doesn't. I don't want to go to any extra measures to make it happen. I don't know. It's not stopping us from looking at stuff. Alright, so I've told like Amy and Genevieve and Tom obviously know we're trying. Because like I said, it's a family thing. I told my therapist we're trying, and she was like super happy about it. And I was like, huh? I don't know, I kind of just thought she'd be like, well, do you think that you need that added pressure in your life? No. She was nice. She was really nice about it. And she said, it's nice that we have this kind of project to work on with each other. Like, we'll never consider making a baby a project, but okay. We're already like putting together a list of names, which is jumping the gun exceedingly. I like the name Anastasia. I like the name Abigail. I would like to keep it the same length that we have Sebastian and Genevieve. Because it would feel weird if it was like, this is our children. Genevieve, Sebastian, Kelly. That feels weird. So, with like a long name. Catherine is also a longish name. It actually is the same number of letters as Genevieve and Sebastian. So, Genevieve, Sebastian, and Catherine. That's nice. I don't think he likes Catherine though. He wants, I think, aggressive Italian names. Some Sebastian, I think, is French. I don't know why I'm doing this like it's spaghetti. Genevieve is French. He also wants Elizabeth. But he has a cousin named Elizabeth. And I know it's not the same thing. I don't even think they have the same last name. But I was telling him that one time, when I was in my teens, one of my older cousins married a Valerie. So she was Valerie Simone. And I was Valerie Simone. And that felt super weird. Like, I know that there's probably other Valerie Simones in the world, but, like, the fact that it was my cousin's wife, that felt weird. Maybe it's just me. For a boy name, he likes Giovanni. And I like aggressive Italian boy names. I don't know why. I just like how they sound. So I was like, yeah, I could go with that. But yeah, ultimately we're just like, let's just make a list of what we would consider naming a third baby. Fun fact, for like a week, Genevieve was named, well, I was still pregnant. We were gonna name Genevieve Zelda, and after a week we were like, nah. My therapist also asked me, what would you buy versus not buying if you had another child? Because it's been 6 years since we had a baby in the house, so I have like literally nothing. And you'd think that at the time of us having Sebastian, the doctor asked me if I wanted my tubes tied. And we said no, just in case we wanted to have a third. And you would think from that conversation, I would have went, oh, we should probably keep some stuff then. I was like, no, as soon as we're done with it, chuck it. because we never have anything nice enough that we could keep and sell. I wouldn't buy stupid stuff. We never had a changing table. I feel no need for a changing table. We don't even really have enough space in the house right now for a nursery, so the baby would just end up being in our room. So there's no theming or anything that's happening. The theme is, if I'm getting up in the middle of the night and breastfeeding, I don't want to go to a whole different room to do it. And there's a part of me that's like, do I really need baby toys? We already have toys in the house. We have 2 other kids. And I'm like, it's different. You know, it's different. Baby toys are different. I don't even think we have any baby toys left. Like, we got rid of most of them by now. Because, you know, Seb's a little delayed, so we like some of the baby things still, but I'm pretty sure we've gotten rid of most of them. My main... But I'm still like, yeah, no changing table. Do you remember? It's banned now, but we had what we called the cradle of neglect. And we never neglected them. It was just that, you know, you could put them in there and then kind of like rock them with your foot. That's what we did. And jokingly, we called it the cradle of neglect. Well, apparently some people took that seriously, and it got banned. Apparently your kid can fall out of them. Well, that's why I don't think you're not supposed to put them in there after a certain size. So can't get that again. Definitely a lot of floor stuff, because I imagine it'll mostly be on the floor. I personally don't think we need a swing or a jumpy baby seat thing, but you know, Amy might want something like that. Me, I'm like, just lay the kid on the ground. Lay the kid on the ground. Get in that ground time. It has siblings. The siblings will entertain it, right? I can't remember if Jessica had like special equipment. I think probably we did, but I don't specifically remember. I know that she had a lot of time with us. That's what I know. Oh, speaking of my sister, she gets to find out the gender of her kid Thursday. I can't wait, because that means I can go, wow, and buy stuff. When we were at Children's Place, you know, we were looking at baby things. Oh, we went into JD and Jack, which is a bad idea. JD and Jack is expensive, even in their outlet section. It's like expensive, but it was so cute. It was so cute, so cute. I would never pay $50 for a baby sweater, but it was a very cute sweater. And I was just like, oh man, Jessica just needs to find out what her kid is so I can start buying baby clothes. Or maybe just formula and diapers. That's a big thing I want to do this time around. Like, when we are pregnant, I'm going to say when. Not if we get pregnant, but when we get pregnant. Positive affirmation. I would like to stock up on formula and diapers. Because, even though, yes, I intend to breastfeed, I have to go back to work. I personally do not have good experience with pumping, and Genevieve stayed on it the longest. Genevieve was on for like 3 months. Sebastian was like a month and a half, and then he just didn't want it anymore. I guess I wasn't giving him enough. So he took to formula really well. She did too. They got the colostrum and they got all the good stuff in the beginning of it, so I feel like that at least was achieved. Fed is best, right? That's what I believe. And oh my god, those things are so expensive. Formula is so expensive now. Diapers are so expensive. So I don't know. That's my thought, that as soon as I'm pregnant, I'll be like, we're gonna go out, we're gonna buy a case of formula at least once a month. In a case. It's like 2 things. So I think I would at least save up like 9 months worth of formula. Wouldn't it be sad if I post things like this and then ultimately we don't have another kid? And Tom would be so sad. He really, really wants a new kid. It's not even trying for him. It's not like, oh, we'll just do it. He wants another baby. He said he's always wanted just 3. Which, yeah, I can remember him saying that. Because when we first dated, on the first date, we brought up children and marriage. Because I date to marry. I have absolutely no interest in dating to date. So I told him up front, I date to marry. If you're not interested in that, let me know. And he didn't run away, so we ended up talking about like marriage and family. I said I wanted 5 kids. Past me is dumb. He said 3, and now he's gonna get it apparently. But we're pretty certain that if I do get pregnant again, and I'm gonna bring it up to the gynecologist, yes, I would like you to tie my tubes. I don't need to have any more babies after this. When we were trying to conceive Genevieve, I was on Tumblr a lot back then. I'm on Tumblr a lot now. I've like rejoined Tumblr sphere. But there was the trying to conceive tab. And that tab had a volley of different people on that spectrum. You had the people that were just deciding they wanted to try, the people who were like in like a couple months in trying, some people that were in a year of trying, and you can kind of start to see desperation kicking in. And then you'll have the people that have been trying 5, 10 years, and they're angry. They're so angry. And I understand. I get it. I get it so much. Because, yeah, when you want something and it's not happening, and you're trying everything, and then also you're putting money into it. Like, we were never willing to do that. I told, when it was kind of taking a long time to have Genevieve, I told him, I never want to do IVF or anything. I don't think I'm qualified for it because of my weight. Do they weight limits on that? I really don't even know. I don't know. What I know is it's expensive. And I had no interest in pursuing that when there was absolutely no guarantee you would get a baby out of it. Luckily, we never had to go to that part, because knowing him and his desire to have it, like, he's determined, and when he's determined, he will get it. I figure if we had to go to that point back then, he would try to convince me that we should do extreme measures. And I can't justify that. Especially not now. Like, now being the age we are and having the children and house and all this other stuff, I'm like, I don't have $10,000 to drop into special therapy. So to me, we're just gonna try it the natural way, and if the natural way don't work, then oh well. But I haven't looked on it recently. I'm a little afraid to. Because there's some people who are very sad, and there's some people who are very mad, and my heart bleeds for them. Alright. Well, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a good week.